you have this community inside of a gym, but we're still individual people. The community there is to build each other up in that class setting and sometimes out of the class setting. Your score and how you're interpreting your score is for you solely. And it's for you to hold your standard. And now it is up to, I think, a coach to recognize if someone is shorting reps, if someone is consistently putting their score out there or boasting about their score, then that's on a coach to kind of hold that person accountable, because then it can maybe infiltrate some other people and be like, well, I think that person is cheating. But if someone's just accidentally maybe posting a score every now and again that isn't right, I don't know if it's that detrimental to the community as a whole. I think we have to recognize if someone's doing it by accident or doing it consistently, and not, are they boasting about their score and they didn't quite do it? I think that can definitely have a hindrance on your community if you're allowing that person to do that. I think most of the time that's not the case.
It's interesting you talked about the accountability part. Let me ask, when they write their score on the board, is the accountability so that people can see that they've done the workout, or is it that the time they actually did, the time they put on the board? Because it's not hard. If Shawn finishes the workout in 20 minutes, there's nothing to say. I can't go right up and write 1959, put an RX beside it, and not have it be, and nobody would probably question it. We're always comparing ourselves to each other, whether it's here or whether it's at work or things like that. And I think the fact that we've gotten away from having that on the whiteboard is a good thing, because there's always a comparison, and it's already happening in sugar water by default anyways. Or people use that kind of as a benchmark. Okay, Shawn did 100 pounds for his back squat. Cool. We're about the same, so I'm going to try to hit 100 pounds too. And not in a competitive way, but as a way to keep myself accountable. I think it's kind of what you were going back to the question there a little bit. The whiteboard can be as good as you choose to make it. It can be a downfall to you, it can be a positive for you. You brought up something earlier which I liked was, you're using the leaderboard to make yourself better by comparing yourself to others. Okay, Shawn went faster than me today. I could have gone faster, or he's gotten better. I know I can get better. The way I've heard this stated recently is, everybody knows you play to win the game. Okay, cool, we understand that. But you have to look at things in terms of a set of games. Because if you win one game, you win today's workout, doesn't mean you won the whole thing. So I'm playing to get better at all the games.
A 1-in-15 record isn't that cool.
Right. And then it becomes, I'm trying to get better at all the possible set of games. And you can use Matt Fraser as an example of that. He's not trying to win every single event. He's trying to get better at every single possibility that occurs. That's it. That's what makes him better than a lot of people, because he's not looking at event one, he's looking at event 1 through 1,000. How can I win the set of games of 1,000? If I win 501 games out of that 1,000, I win. I don't need to win, 1 through 50, if that makes sense. So when you're comparing yourself on the leaderboard, how can I set myself up to win at everything? And that means getting better. So that might mean doing your chest to bars in 5s when you only want to do them in 1s, or doing your handstand push-ups in sets of 5 whenever you only want to do those in 1s, or anything of that nature. So I think, I probably got off track a little bit in terms of the question, but the leaderboard can be a positive thing if you choose it and you view it in the right perspective that way.
I really love, and I'm going to get off topic here to go back, because I think a lot of these questions come back to the comparison thing, which I think we can attack this head on. And what I think about is, social media, when you see someone posting either their workout or a family photo, that is a snapshot, literally a picture of them in a moment. And I'll use this example. My wife told me a story where one of her friends went on vacation and they posted these beautiful photos, and she goes, "Oh man, those pictures were so pretty. The trip looked great." And the woman straight up told her, she goes, "No, the trip was horrible. Those photos were literally 2 minutes, and we were screaming right before and right after the photos." But the woman posted the picture of her family smiling with a beautiful caption. anyone seeing that is going to be like, man, I'm so jealous that they have such a happy family. I'm so jealous that they got to take that vacation, that they were there and that was so much fun. But you don't know the actual real story, right? Like, so it's the same thing when you're looking at someone's score. You're looking at how someone's presenting themselves out there. You're comparing yourself to something that's not fully real or true. So you gotta let go of it to some extent. Use what you can in terms of motivation and friendly competition, but you can't compare to it. You can't compare to it.